Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today, after someone suggested it and I thought it was a brilliant idea, I'm going to be doing a feed unboxing video. So basically, I'm going to show you what a standard feed delivery looks like, or the basic boxes that you will get on your first feed delivery. If you're new to feeding tubes, or you just want to know what to expect for your first delivery, then do keep on watching. I hope this is quite informational for you. I know a lot of my videos have been like this recently, but you guys seem to like them and they do help a lot of you guys out, so please do leave suggestions down below if you want to see more videos like this, and if you do, what type of videos, and I will try my best to do them for you. So I'm gonna start off with the feed because they're really heavy. So it looks like this. Oh, and for me, I get about, oh my gosh, I get quite a lot of boxes of these now. I'm going to take you downstairs into the garage to show you where I store all my boxes. So you will get, this will be the box that you get most of because it has your feed in it. I've got to be really careful because of my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, lifting heavy things can make my joints pop out easily. And my shoulders and wrists were subluxing as I was trying to lift that for you guys. So I'm going to just angle the camera down so you can see. So when you get a box, it's going to come like this, and it will have multiple bottles inside. For me, mine, because of the feed company that I'm with, you get 8 bottles. So, and then depending on how many bottles you have a day, because I have 2 bottles a day, which is I have 1.5 bottles of feed, but it ends up being 2 bottles. So this is what it's going to look like that. And that's your standard feed bottle, Vital 1.5, and on the side it's got a list of everything that's in there. So you will get several boxes of those, and I am going to show you guys at the end how to set up a feed, or your standard feed. Obviously this is going to be with Abbott, and obviously guys, when I move to Australia I will be switching feed companies, so I will do another how to set up your feed with the feed pump and the different type of feed that I will be on there basically. So I'm just going to take one of these out at the moment. Now I do leave my feed in the boxes when I move to Australia because of the heat. I'll probably most likely put my feed in the fridge because it's not meant to go over a certain temperature, and because of the heat there it's going to cause a problem, so I'll definitely probably put these in the fridge. But as far as storing them goes, just keep them in a cool place. So I will be showing you where I keep everything. And I keep mine in the garage, which is always cool. Even when it's summer, it's still cool enough to keep my feed in there. Yeah, so I keep mine there. And if you have had your feed, if you've stopped your feed for more than 4 hours, they do tell you to refrigerate it. But yeah, I just open a fresh box and I just leave it open, and then I just take 2 bottles out a day and take them upstairs with me. So as you guys can probably see behind me, over on my dresser, there is a bottle there. That's my second bottle because I'm still on my first one at the moment. So I'll probably be connecting that up after I finish this one. So guys, you're going to have to just bear with me because, sorry, some of my main videos have been vlog style. So I apologise for that. But I just quickly want to say, you kind of have to excuse the mess because I'm in the process of moving. My grandparents in the process of moving, so there's a lot of boxes and mess around, but I'm going to show you roughly how much delivery you will get when you get your first delivery. So as you can see at the very bottom, those are where the feed boxes start, and then they go up. So every single one of these boxes here is got 8 bottles of feed in. So that's roughly how much you're going to get in one delivery. This was my most recent delivery, guys. So this is pretty much the size of one delivery. These are from Nutritia, which is not the company I'm with. These are just food, like collagen, which is basically like a high calorie like supplement, also on top of my feed. So I get those delivered as well. Then I've got some Ensures from way back when over here. Now, when was this delivery made? I'm trying to see if it's got a date on it. April. So that was in April I got these. These are just the chocolate flavour. Again, these are a supplement milkshake. So if you have any kind of supplements like that, your company will probably give you these as well. So that's pretty much the whole feed. That's where I keep all my feed, and then I would just open a box like up top here. Don't think there's anything in that, but no, just some paracetamol and other stuff. But yeah, that's what the top box will look like, and it will just have feed, and I'll just take the bottles out and then go upstairs. That is also feed. It's just there's only 4 bottles in there, not 8. Over here, I know it's a bit messy, this is where I keep my syringes, so up there, but I will show you upstairs what the syringe box comes in. But yeah, that's where I keep my syringes, and then down here on the floor, that's where I normally keep my giving sets. But again, at the moment my giving sets are upstairs because it's my new package. So I wanted to show you 1 box of feed, 1 box of giving sets, and 1 box of syringes, which will be your standard delivery. Yeah, it'll be your standard delivery. And then the rest of your feed, you'll just get multiple boxes of what I've already showed you, and you can store them wherever you like. Like I said, I just store them in the cool, but I'll probably refilm something similar when I get to Australia with my new feed, and I'll show you where I store all of that, because obviously not everybody lives in the UK, so it'll be interesting to show you guys how I store it in a hot climate. Anyway, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna open the other boxes and show you what it's like. So like I just showed you guys downstairs, this is what you will get in each one of your feed boxes. So you get a standard 8, or sometimes 6, or sometimes 4, depending, that's heavy, depending on just how much feed you're on, basically. So that's what I get. And again, this is Abbott feeding company, so this is just the way they deliver things. Depending on your feeding company will depend on what your delivery will look like. So this next big box here, I have opened it because I needed to get a giving set out of here this morning, but this is a brand new box and it will look pretty similar. So it looks like this. You will open it and it will literally be giving sets like that, just on top. So giving sets, in case you haven't been trained or anything like that, they are the tubing that connect from your feed bottle to your tube, and these do disconnect. So obviously you disconnect that and then this part of the tube will always stay in, unless you are on NGs, which you sometimes may want to take out. That's completely your choice, but I have an NJ which I can't take out. So that's what a giving set is, and I get a big box full of those bad boys. Yeah, so you'll get a big box of them, and that should last you the whole month. There's 30 in there, I believe, and it's usually 1 giving set per bottle. And then the final box will be syringes. Now, depending on how many you order, because some companies do ship out smaller size syringes, but mine don't. My company only do the big 60 mils, so I just get enough for that month. So again, I'll just tilt that down to show you guys what I'm doing. So again, we'll open up the box. So I can open it. Okay, so with my syringes, they come in a separate box, so it's a box inside a box. So get rid of that. It's just a bit of paper saying what's in there. So it's a box inside a box, and I normally keep my syringes in this box, so it will look like this. This is brand new, haven't been opened before. Again, this is just telling you about syringe use, to change every 24 hours, all that stuff, what to do, just you know, basic syringe guide. So if you guys aren't sure, you will get leaflets and stuff like that with your deliveries to help you out. And they come in packs like that, just rows of syringes. Now, if you are on NG feeds, you will probably get delivered pH strips as well, and that's to test the acidity of your stomach contents to make sure you're okay to feed in there. So for me, my syringes are for flushing and for medications, but for my medications I usually use smaller syringes, which I got from the hospital when I first went home on feeds, and I just have to sterilize them and reuse them because my company doesn't send out smaller syringes. I just use the big ones for flushes, and depending on the amount of medication I'm giving, sometimes I use them for that as well. So you will get delivery of syringes. I'm going to show you how to set up a feed now, only because I have spare feed, because we're moving to Australia and there'll be a lot of leftover feed, so I have enough to show you guys how I set up like a feed. So I'm going to just get the supplies for that, and then I'm going to show you how I set up my feed. Like I said, it's with the Abbott pump, which is the type of pump that I use. But anyway, yeah, so that's basically what to expect, guys. You would get a certain amount. I think I get 9 or 10 boxes of feed, and I get 1 box of syringes and 1 box of the giving sets, which are these things. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's what I get delivered once a month, and then I also get the supplement drinks on top of that, and some other bits and bobs depending on what I'm on. They're just extra calories basically to try and boost my calorie intake. So first things first, I'm just going to disconnect this, and straight away what I'm going to do, actually no, I'll tell you what I will do first. I'm going to open up the giving set first, because in each giving set you get, well, with the ones I get, which are the Frigo ones, which is the same brand as my pump, the Frigo pump by Abbott. I'm going to open up that really quick, because in that you get one of these. Yeah, you get one of these little nozzles. So what I'm going to do is just to protect the end of my feed, because I'm going to put that back on once we finish. So you do get one of these, which screws on to the end of your feed like that, just to protect it, get no germs in there. And then I am going to flush my tube straight away. This is just like 7 mils of water, just so it doesn't get clogged, because if you turn off your feed, you have to flush it, otherwise the feed can like congeal in the tube. So I'm just gonna flush it a little bit. The reason I'm not using the big syringe, even though I got one out, is just because I can't do very big flushes at all. I have to do very small amounts, so I usually do between 7 and 10 mils of water when I flush my tube, and I do it in a smaller syringe just because it's easier for me. So basically what you're going to do is, once you've opened your giving set, you don't have to use that little nozzle. That's just there to carry around in your handbag if you need to stop your feed for whatever reason, for medication. So there's 2 ways you can prime a tube. You can either do it manually or you can do it through the machine. I'm going to do it through the machine, because manually does take some time, sometimes gravity and all that. So you're going to screw off the lid of your feed bowl. And you want to do this quite quick, because you want to keep these things sterile. I mean, they've just come out of like a sterilised package. You can hear that little click, like that. You can hear it like popping the seal. Like you'll hear a little, well, with these ones you do. So now that they're on, I'm going to pop it in my stand, strap it in. There's a little seat belt. All safe. And then this is the pump that I use. So this is the Frigo one, and it has settings. So that's off at the moment, and it's got set rate, set dose, run, hold, volume fed and clear. So I'm just going to turn it to the first one just to turn it on. I'm going to set my rate to 65 mils an hour. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, this is the next part of the giving set, that this bit is the bit that's going to go into the pump. So as you can see on the door there, this slots in the side, and you pull it down like that, and make sure all the wires are straight down like that. And then you're going to press set dose, so 1,400 mils, but it should be 1,500. I don't know why it's done that, because I'm now on 1,500 mils in a day. 1,500. And then you're going to press this button here, which is like a little drip. I don't know if you can see it. You're going to hold that and it will beep, and now it's going to take the feed and prime the tube. So it's coming from here, going through the pump, and it's priming, which just basically means it's getting all the air out of the tube. This doesn't count as what you've fed, it won't count this. And it says done, but as you can see there is an extra little bit here that isn't done. So what you do is you hold down this button, but you have to hold it down this time, and it will keep priming until you take your finger off. So about there, and you can see it in the top. So that's ready to be attached to my tube now. So guys, once the tube has primed, I'm having a really tough time trying to film with this sun coming in and out all the time. You then just want to connect it to the end of your tube, so it just screws in, like just like that, until it's on there, and the sun is out again. Oh my gosh. So guys, once you have like attach it to your tube. I'm just going to set mine to run, so I just have to turn that nozzle there, and then it will start pumping. You can hear the pump. That means it's pumping it into my tube. And then I just keep this in a backpack like this, and that's how I carry around my feed, in one of these. But you guys can carry it around in a handbag or whatever you want. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. I hope this kind of gave you guys a bit of information about what to expect from your first feed delivery and how to roughly set up your feed. Obviously each company is different depending on who you're with, but in the UK we usually have Nutricia or Abbott, which are the two companies in the UK that supply feeds. But yeah guys, that is it. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys in my next video.